Okay, at what age, at what age should your kids get adjusted as they're going into sports? That was the big question this week. You cannot start sports, movement, wellness early enough. So I've literally been in the birthing unit with cranial adjusting and spinal checks within the first few minutes of life. And let me tell you what a blessing it is to be able to be of service like that. We come into this world shoved through a little hole, and I'm pretty sure if I were to put that type of force on you now, whatever age you are, whoever you are, your weakest spot would be injured. So I tell my patients this a lot. You know, everybody's seen a necklace or a chain. If I take the ends of a chain and it's going to tear, where is it going to tear? And it tears on the weakest one every time. So to have a newborn child come into this world and to be able to work on them immediately, to know that their life is starting out lined up, because every movement pattern is based on muscle memory. Yes, muscle memory. So this is huge. Once you ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike. If you were going to ride it completely different, how long would it take you to relearn? Right? You've got that program in there. Learning something new versus changing a program you already have is way easier. Trying to change something you already do is nearly impossible. That's why diets and these sorts of controversial things quit. So imagine you have a brand new human being just born, and I get to check them and have an opportunity that they're starting their life out right. This is priceless. And I'll tell you, there's between 1 and 12 adjustments I'll make on an individual that has come here, their first hour of life. A lot of it has to do in the cranium, but a lot of it has to do in the neck. You know, the doctors are working very hard to get the babies out. And the mothers, 90% of the mothers, are extremely crooked. Pregnancy alone takes your core away, and the baby is sitting funny. And there's industries based on this. The doulas, the midwives, all these sorts of side branches of young newborn care are trying to get in there and move the baby and move stuff around. Now imagine when the mom was pregnant, the baby is growing, that the pelvis was neutral and the muscles were really fit and the body was prepared. Now we can't always say that. We don't always know when we're pregnant, okay? This is quite a surprise for a lot of people. So it's not just about working on the baby once they've arrived, it's also prepping the mom. So negative hours, that's kind of a funny way to say it, but I'm considering the adjustment, creating a good environment inside the mom for the baby before they even come out. Almost all of my patients, because I'm so diehard about education, I have trained my moms well that I want to see them every day before their due date to make sure that everything's lined up so the birthing process goes as smooth as possible, and then I do a checkup on the baby. It's a no-brainer. And the price that it costs to do these quick checkups is so little compared to how your life develops crooked and the effort it would take later to change it. What the heck does that mean? Well, you can have fun Googling functional curves. A lot of children have a lot of cranial problems, flat head, all sorts of things. Maybe they don't turn each way. The primitive reflexes aren't developing because of however the environment is made. And what'll start happening is they're growing really fast, super fast. We all know how fast kids grow, and they can grow crooked. So how early can you get kids adjusted? Gosh, well, way before they're 3-4 years old on skis, like the mom I was talking to this morning. How about prior, when they're inside of you, moms? When you're crooked, they're crooked. They're living inside of you. And also right after birth, within those first few hours of life. It's just phenomenal, amazing. Now, some chiropractors don't travel to the birthing unit, and I understand that there are chiropractors in the birthing units, but as soon as you're ready to take that baby home. You can get them checked in. You know, some's better than none, and now is better than later, as we say. So I hope that helps, Mama Bears. People thinking about when they're going to get their kids involved in activities and getting them adjusted immediately. And about 12 years old, and right about when kids are born, they have the most amount of glial cells growing in the brain. There's a lot of neurology going on up there. So taking advantage of exposure, getting your child exposed, will activate the neurons, and they will keep them. Yeah, they will keep them. That's why it's much easier to have a child learn a language when they're younger. The same principles, you know, are applied to us. So have fun. Hope that answers some questions out there. I've gotten a lot of them lately. Have a wonderful day. Aloha.